Turn that shit.
No.
Cause that's what I changed games, and then that's when it came off the screen. So I think around that time. That's funny. But alright, man, we finna run it back, man. Hey, man, man, it's another great day, man. Back at you again with the Just Shooting the Shit podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's Big Cam, Big Gonzo, and Gigi in the building. You know what I'm saying?
What is up, everybody?
You know what I'm saying? We came back at y'all with another one. You feel me? Back at you with another one. Today we was, you know, I'm gonna make sure I delete the other one. But today we getting into, you know what I'm saying, the upbringing, kind of like the dynamics of the black household. G, did you want to go ahead and start that off and get your idea out there?
Yeah, I got you. So what I feel like, I feel as though a family, the family is the root of everything. The family is the foundation of everything. If a child comes from not really a solid household, I'm not gonna say it's gonna play a part into them being shitty person, but it might affect how they view certain aspects in life.
It plays 50%. It's 50%. I always say it's 50% the household, it's 50% the environment that the kid grows up in. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of what a lot of what we do in life as people is reflected from what we're taught early. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, like when women say dudes are hoes, you know what I'm saying? He didn't just become a hoe, you know what I'm saying? Something showed him this way, whether it was, you know, heartbreak or whether it was his daddy, you know what I'm saying? Whether it was his mom, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes dudes have hoes for mothers, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about what women don't understand either. Not for real. That's something that people don't understand, like that dudes go through as well. So it's like, you say he a hoe, but shit, he was taught by a hoe. You know, that's not,
and
that's
it's on
not
some
right.
shit like, I'm sorry to cut you off. And it's on some shit like, it's not his fault that his mama had to sell pussy, you know, to keep the lights on and keep him fed. But that's just something that she had to do, and unfortunately, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
The son or the daughter was there to witness it, and now this person is like sexually ambiguous when they get older.
You feel me? They just open, you know what I'm saying? Free spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like, and this is what I kind of hate that we do, and we gonna make sure we stay on topic, y'all, because everybody always say we don't stay on topic. So the first thing that I had came up with was the younger generation being raised by older generations. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was saying I feel like that creates a huge disconnect. You know what I'm saying? Not for the child in today's time, but just saying that, you know, what they're being taught. You know, the values and the times of, you know, the 50s, 60s, and 70s are different than the times of 2022. You know what I'm saying? This is a whole new time. There's so many new opportunities, so many more things that we can do, so much more just in our hands, G. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like that kind of, like, I have younger cousins who essentially are being raised by, like, my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, I just see how they come up. And they coming up good, respectful, great young man and young woman, you know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy to see. I feel like, I'm not gonna say that they left behind in the sense that they're not left behind, but it's just like I see the difference, you know what I'm saying? Like,
really?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, you would have to see it to kind of understand it. Like I say, not saying that nothing's wrong with them. They, like I say, they perfectly fine. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Smart as hell.
Okay.
Both athletic.
So when you say older, like, because my dad, I was raised by much older parent. Well, much older. My dad is much older than my mother, but my mother is not also, like, she's not as, you know, a typical young mother either. So my father, he's really old. You feel me? My father came to the U.S. in the 1959, and he was like 16. So you know my dad is older. Like, he brought me up on Elvis Presley and all of the old head stuff, and I feel like that was essential in my upbringing because I have the cheat code to life. I feel like the older generation really instilled something in, like, let me just say this. I feel like my dad, being the age that he was, really instilled something in me to now that I know how to move around older people. Parent that I've ever met in every relationship has loved me. Any older person, you feel me? Just I know how to move around them,
But I'm also certain appreciation.
Exactly, but I'm also like, I'm young. You feel me? I'm still 25 years old. I'm gonna like 25-year-old shit. Even when I was 16, and I still knew how to move like that, like this, like older. I like 16-year-olds. Yeah. So I feel like getting raised by the older generation, those kids really have a cheat code to life. So I don't see the disconnect. I really think it's just how they move depending on the person.
Okay, understood, and I can agree with that. I can fully agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I look okay. So let me give like my example. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
like Samantha. You know what I'm saying? Her mother, she's the youngest. You know what I'm saying? So she has nieces that are older than her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when I'm saying like that, like she, and then like, you know, she might get mad at me later, but you know, just with the, you know, with her pops not being around, you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of made her have a disconnect with men. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that kind of plays a part into just like how we have to, me and her, just as in a relationship is talking. Like I feel like that plays a big role in how we have to deal with each other. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, not to cut you off, Cam, because you spilling into my next topic, and I'm gonna let everybody know we switching topics. Everybody, we not bouncing now. Now we letting you know we turning the page on the getting raised by the older generation. Now we talking about the foundation having a daddy at home, right?
Well,
I think that's where we go.
You can say daddy or mother, G. I mean,
yeah, or a two-parent.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I feel like the dynamic of one being, okay, let's say this: if one of them isn't there, the dynamic is off already. Either one. But even with both of them being there, that does not mean that both of them are good parents either. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like that's a whole nother situation in itself. So I'm gonna let you kind of start that off, since that was your point.
Okay. So I was brought up in a two-parent household, right? But I was brought up in a two-parent household.
I'm so sorry, G. I'm so sorry. Tell Tay to join me because I'm by myself. Tell Tay to join me.
Tay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I kind of just took her. I should have just texted him.
Nah, you good. You good. You good. He said you showing offline, Cam.
God damn it. Okay, tell him I'm finna do it real quick. Yeah, cause they can't even hear you when I do this, so I gotta make sure I hurry up and do it. Tell them to join me right now. And I'm finna go offline right now, cause I don't want motherfuckers joining me. Okay, but yeah, go ahead, G. My bad.
No, you good. All right. So what I was saying is, I grew up in a two-parent household. And I'm not saying, you know, it was the ideal situation, because of course all parents, you know, they have their shit and stuff like that. But I felt like for me, it was real essential, I guess, in my upbringing personally, because even though I didn't have the best relationship with my father, he was able to put me on to a certain type of game of like the man that I don't want to be with, you feel me? And not and the person that I don't want to be. And my mother was kind of like, okay, this is the woman that I should look up to, you know, this is the driving force, this is like, I kind of picked up some do's and don'ts.
It set your foundation early.
Yeah, it was but back to what you was saying though, like if like you got both parents and they not ideally the best, it's really kind of a rocky foundation.
Oh yeah,
so I
definitely
get it from.
But look, now let me give you my side. You know what I'm saying? Cause and by no means were my parents bad. I tell people I brag on my parents all the time. I feel like they brag on me the same as a child. You know what I'm saying? But when my parents had me,
hold on, Cam.
But just kind of give y'all a little overview chat.
Hold on, Cam. No, Tay's trying to talk to you.
Okay. Tell him I'm online right now. And he needs to hurry his ass up.
You see him? He said he joined you.
He joining me?
Yeah.
Okay, let me do this real quick. Boom. Okay. So yeah. So my parents, like I said, my parents were young when they had me. Like my mom, I believe she was 18. My dad was 17.
Wow.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So they were. Well, no. I believe I was conceived at that time. I might have been born when my mom was 19. My pops was 18. They're a year apart. But
okay.
But yeah, so they had me very young. You know what I'm saying? So they had me in the time where they're figuring out themselves. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
in a sense, I grew up with my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, and my parents
Most
said,
stuff.
and them being young, I feel like they set great role models. You know what I'm saying? Just like you just said, my mama, you know what I'm saying, showing me what a woman is supposed to be like to a man, and my dad is showing me how a man is supposed to work and be, and you know what I'm saying, treat his woman like, you know what I'm saying. Of course, it wasn't always sunshine and rainbows, but like I said, we had times we was like my daddy tell me now, like we was figuring it out then. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of things that he does with my little brother that my little brother will maybe benefit more from now, and I might not know what it is, but just saying like from my daddy perspective, no, for real, like he just told me like some things he may have took for granted, you know, he sees with my little brother, and now he can do better with now. You know what I'm saying? So I told him like that's the beauty of it though. You know what I'm saying? That we can see.
You was the trial baby though.
I was the guinea pig, most definitely.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
The first baby's always the trial baby. Like that's the baby you're gonna make the most mistakes with, and you probably gonna have to make.
But see, I feel like that's my bad. G. Like that's it's a gift and a curse though. You know what I'm saying? Because I was the first for everything. I was the first grandbaby, great grandbaby, niece. I'm not niece. Nephew, great nephew, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I was the first for everything, so it was like, you know, like for me, shit. Like I said, I ain't gonna say it was a lot of pressure. I feel like it's pressure now. It wasn't pressure when I was young. It was great when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? But like now, I feel like it's pressure because it's like, man, I want to do great. I want to be the example. You know what I'm saying? I want to be the, like I say, be the example. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to set the bar. You know what I'm saying? To help everybody come under me get to and reach more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me say this though. I feel like for a black family, it's really essential for that child to come from a healthy, stable, two-parent household. Because I remember growing up, I don't know if it was the same for you, but like I would be so shocked when I would hear like another black kid tell me that, yeah, my mom and dad are both living together and they're both happily married. I'm like, oh, so both your parents still together? Oh shit, okay. Like, and I felt like that was so low key, like disrespectful. Like, and I shouldn't have been thinking that about another black person.
But you know this to be the reality. That I mean, it's I ain't gonna say disrespectful. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? It's not disrespectful on your part, G. It's sad because that's the reality. That's the norm. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be mad. We can't be mad at you for saying that because that's what you know. Now what I will say is sad is because you know they that's what they show us. You know what I'm saying? They like to give us this connection, show us the bad side of other races and shit, so we don't see them from our own point of view. We don't try to get to know people for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that's the sad part about it. But it's even sadder when you get over here and you see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like when you get over here and you see it, it kind of just like solidifies it for you. So that, like I said, that's even more so not disrespectful because you seen it on whatever you heard about it, but then when you see it, it's like, oh well, shit, I guess it's true.
That's true.
You know, like that's sad. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, that's a lot of our realities, though. You know, so you know that just plays a part in it. And back to what we were talking about with just you know, both parents being a solid foundation shit. Like I say, it's even worse if I feel like if the parent is there but they're not active. You know what I'm saying? Like you like with a little girl. You know what I'm saying? Like a little girl needs her father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's her first boyfriend, knight in shining armor. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call, like he's the first. You know what I'm saying? Like he's supposed to set that bar. So if that bar is set low, she won't know what to accept or what to not accept, or you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like her perception is kind of misconstrued at that point.
And not to bash black fathers, you know, like the good ones, but we talk about not the. I'm talking about the not so good ones.
Damn, say you popping at me like that? Go ahead, G. He shooting shit, boy.
He said, "Why you shooting at him?" He laughing.
Oh,
anyway, I feel like a lot of most black men don't really know how to be fathers to like a lot of black little girls, let alone black little boys as well. and it comes from just not having their own father. So it just keeps happening in every generation.
That's an excuse, though, G. That's an excuse. Cause I know men and women who've not had fathers and been great parents. I know men and women who've not had their, you know what I'm saying, their parents and been shitty. So I feel like it's all depending on the person. Like, you gotta have that want to at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta want to give your child a better example. You know what I'm saying? You gotta want to give them more than what you have. You know what I'm saying? Like, just period. Like, so I feel like that's an excuse, even if you didn't have that example. Cause and I guess we can use this to segue into, you know what I'm saying, another topic you had with, as far as like if they're shitty and they're there. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, if they're shitty and they there, it's like, you here, but what are you here for if you're not teaching?
Man, to be honest, I'd rather have a parent that's not there than a parent that's there and just straight shitty. Like,
yeah.
What?
They see, this is the thing. They both have their own pros and cons. So it's like, you can say that, but it's like you don't know what kind of what situations you would have been in different. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what kind of hands you would have been dealt. Like, that shit is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, is like I say, I don't ever even try to put myself in those situations, because I just say thank you for the situation I was blessed with. You feel me? 'Cause I know shit's different. I can't imagine not having both my parents. My mama struggling, we ain't got no food in the damn pantry. I knew if my mama ain't have it, my daddy had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if both of them ain't had it, they was gonna try to get it together. Like, it was always a team effort. It wasn't never no one-sided thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's where, like I say, that not having them, both of them, like both parents, it kind of teaches you. I feel like having both teaches you survival as well, but not having both, I feel like it teaches you more individualism. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I gotta be more so like, I gotta make sure I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, more than anything, I feel like that's more so what it kind of, I ain't gonna say mess up, because that's not always a bad thing. Because like I said, we've seen great people come from single parent households. You know what I'm saying? We've seen great things come from single parent households, but could it have been better? You know what I'm saying? If it was a two-parent household, you know what I'm saying? Would anything have changed? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what would have been? You know what I'm saying? What was the pros would have been then? What would the cons would have been then? I asked Tay ass, where is that when these niggas shooting at me? Shit.
He said, where was you at when these niggas was shooting at him? Shit.
They shooting at me now. Shit, he want to shoot at me, but he ain't shooting these niggas trying to kill me.
He in the water trying to swim. He got cowboy boots on and a cowboy hat on.
Get this shit together. Get this shit together. But yeah, man, so, oh boy, I hope these niggas trying to kill me, bro. They trying to kill me, bro. I don't like it. But yeah, man, like, so, it's a touchy subject, you know what I'm saying? But that's why we always, you know, on this show, we always trying to push the black unity, the black family, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uplifting a black man and a black woman, you know what I'm saying? Not just, they finna hold the game. Oh, they finna hold the game.
We're more powerful together as a black family and a black unit than apart, and I wish that our people would start to realize that we need to wake up from this white man's oppression and really, like, no, seriously, really stick together and really help each other. Like, this crab at the bottom of the barrel mentality that we have is we're not living in our true forms. Like, we're the original people of Israel. Like, look it up. I always say this, like, if you want to hide something from a black person, any knowledge, anything good, put it in the book. And it's the sad truth. It's the sad truth. Like, if black people really knew who they were, we would never act like this.
But look, let me ask you this question, Jen. I think I've already asked you this. What's a Jewish person?
Okay, now I got a combat question for you. Is it you think it's a religion, or you think it's an ethnicity?
So I think it's a religion, or I think it's a religion. But that's why I'm asking, you know what I'm saying? Like, for your take on it, that's what I'm saying, because, you know, like I said, you already know where I'm finna go with this, but the people don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, like, when you say Jewish, when you call anything ish, you know what I'm saying? Ish means like, it means similar to, trying to be close to, some of the sorts, you know what I'm saying? So if you're Jew-ish, you're not a real Jew. So when you brought up that we're the real Israelite, you know what I'm saying? Like that's a lot into our history just as people that that a lot of us don't know and understand just in general. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been taught that we're so less of, and we're not capable of, and we can't. You know what I'm saying? That we don't even like a lot of us preach that, oh, we kings, we come from kings and this shit like that. But do you really believe that though?
So check this. Check this. Native American and indigenous people, they had their genocide, right? Mm-hmm. Jewish people had their genocide, the Holocaust, right? Mm-hmm. Chinese people even had their own genocide where it when was like probably I think the 1940s. Don't quote me on this, but it was around the early 1900s.
I'm gonna say like late 1800s, early 1900s, like around like the railroad boom.
Right up in California, like they would send them to concentration camps. Mm-hmm. Black people we're living in our genocide right now.
Right, our genocide has never stopped, and it's the one that's least spoken about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we're the one, like you said, we fund our own demise, like in every form and facet, like
a motherfucker.
Even down to this shot. I ain't even gonna say too much because I don't want the niggas to flag me. Even down to this shot, like. You know what I'm saying? Like they like, and I don't even feel, you know, we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into that another time. But just how they pushing it, like they pushing it for black people to get it. Why? They don't push when niggas get killed in the street. When goddamn it, when niggas ain't got no jobs or nothing. You know what I'm saying? When niggas out here fucked up. They ain't trying to help us do nothing. When we ain't got no after school programs for our kids, when our schools don't have books and shit like that, and after school programs and sports programs and even music programs. Fuck sports. When we don't even have certain curriculums in school. Y'all ain't worried about that. But y'all worried about niggas going to get that though. You know what I'm saying? It's like what's the real end game here? What's the real goal? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause somebody lying.
Yeah. You know what really fucking kills me is when people are like, why it's not always about race, it's not always about race. Yes, the fuck it is. Let me tell you what I just found out. Somebody named Margaret Singer, right? Mm-hmm. She worked with the KKK did I say that 4 times? Anyway, she worked with the KKK, and she invented the Plan B pill that was invented around the 1970s, toward the end of 1978, right? And the Plan B pill was specifically made to like control the population of black people. Population control black people. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Oh no, you right on the money with it.
And when I found that shit out, that's fucking crazy.
And wasn't she the one that didn't she design Planned Parenthood? Because it's all the same. Yes.
50% of black people that die a year are from abortions. Alone. They've been trying to attack us, and everything is about race. That's what I wish, like in America. Hello?
Yeah, no, my bad. I kind of cut you off, but I was like, I wish it wasn't. But like you said, that's you know what I'm saying? That's just a part of it. Like, it's a fact that we've come to live with. But so much of America tries to forget that, and they tell us to forget it. But shit, how can we forget it when it's a part of our everyday life?
It's still happening. That's the thing. That is the thing. And I feel like most white people will never change because they don't want to take accountability. You feel me? It's too disheartening for them. In Alabama, they're passing.
Some will.
In Alabama, they're passing a law where they're about to ban teaching about racism in in the
school. They're trying to do that all across the South, though. They're trying to do that all across the South.
It's making white people excuse me. It's making white people uncomfortable.
Right? You don't think it was uncomfortable for our men to get raped?
For our women
to get raped in front of the village?
Come on, bro.
You feel me? Get our teeth knocked in our throats. Watch our daughters get raped. You know what I'm saying? bearing these damn children that we forced to love. Not saying we shouldn't, but shit, this is a product of rape. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made us praise this shit. You made us have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like that ain't uncomfortable to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I you know, like we said on the last episode, you gotta know your future to get to. I mean, you gotta know your past to get to your future. So it ain't that we harping on it. No, we just want to make sure it's known. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody erase your history. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
A person that doesn't know their history is a lost person. You gotta know where you come from, or at least what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? What your people been through. You know what I'm saying? You're more than what you've been through, but shit, like I said, you gotta know what you've been through, so shit, you can learn the lesson that was meant to be taught in it. Everything that we
and I'm
go
gonna say
through,
this disclaimer: this is not no way to bash white people or say down with the white people. It's nothing like that. Like us as black people, we only promote love and light. Always been like that. Just because our skin is black doesn't mean anything else within us is black. So we always promote love and light over here. But what we are saying is that once white people understand their position in society, then they'll be able to help us. Then they'll be able to lend a helping hand and really just help us progress.
For those that who that's their goal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's even some of our own people who ain't trying to reach our goals with us. You know what I'm saying?
Obama.
Man,
yeah, I'm calling out. I'm calling out.
Hey, speak on it.
John
you know
Legend.
Speak on it. Ooh, see, gee, don't say. I love John Legend.
John Legend gonna do whatever they tell him to do, right?
My daddy love John. Don't say John Legend.
He's the biggest cool, probably. Nah, who's the biggest? Who's actually the big? What has John Legend done for black people? No, seriously. Will Smith too. Will Smith is a hoe. Oprah's a hoe.
Will Smith was getting smashed on camera, so we ain't gonna speak on that.
Yo, Will Smith, man.
This man was getting smashed on camera. His wife done cheated on him publicly, and he still, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Dante said drop your CEO.
Alright, my bad. But yeah, like you hit a little low with that one, G, the John Legend. I mean, you gonna say the big? You know what's crazy? We want to talk about biggest coons. You know what's funny? Because they always disrespect Martin Luther King, right? They always disrespect him. They always like, and you can look it up. It's like repeatedly, like it's newscasters, and they'll be like Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King, Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen that.
And it's crazy because it's like, damn, why would they disrespect him like that? You feel me? But I feel like because, you know, we all give him credit for him going against the grain at the end. But what about prior? You know what I'm saying? Prior, he wasn't speak. Like I say, anybody telling you not to fight, anything gotten in this world has not been gotten without violence. Anything in this world. So anybody not telling you to go fight for what you want is lying to you. The Bible says faith without work is dead. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me that if somebody comes at me and you want me peacefully, you tell them you setting me up for failure. I don't give a damn what nobody tell me. I don't care what you preach it to the choir, because you know Haiti killed all them French people like we believed in, really, like die by the gun. Right. Because that's the only way they're gonna really understand. That's the only way they're gonna respect you is violence.
No, I get what you're saying for sure. I get what
you feel me? And I'm not saying in every situation niggas need to be out here gunning it out or fighting it out. No, but I'm just saying, like, fighting can also be speaking. You know what I'm saying? Fighting can be listening to come up with a plan to therefore, you know what I'm saying, reiterating attacks, you know what I'm saying, at some point. So fighting is just doing what you need to do to better yourself and for your people being your family, your people being your community, the ones that look like you. You know what I'm saying? Every other race does it. So that's why we have to make sure that we're practicing the same. You know what I'm saying? At all times, because they every race do this. Every race. You feel me? You look at every store in the community, none of them people look like us. So they always gonna look like us. It's time for us to look out for us. You know what I'm saying? Not asking for no handout.
Do you think that's gonna real shit? Do you think that's gonna happen within?
It's happening. It's already happening. Gee, the thing about it is, you just gotta you just have to be the. I'm a firm believer in you gotta be the change you want to see.
I just feel like, you know, the black leaders, quote unquote, the black leaders for the community or the black representative really fucked me up, because the people that I thought was down for the black community, and I'm doing all my research and looking at all these facts, these people are horrible. These people are coons and sellout. Like Oprah, this Oprah shit really shocked me. Like, she is a whole, you know, doing what she doing. She was on the Harvey Weinstein list.
Case.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
And did you,
but
and you know what I
want to
found
get in
out
with
too?
these people, G, I'm gonna let you get to it. But if you want to get in with these people, G, you got to do what they do. You know what I'm saying?
They had her on house arrest. When was it? Early last year, for investigating her for child pornography and child endangerment charges. And the news did not talk about it. It was like on headlines for probably like a day. And I researched it because it came up on, my mom sent it to me on some Haitian stuff. So the other countries was talking about it, but America wasn't talking about it. And I looked it up probably 2 days later. It was completely gone. Nobody ever talked about it. Man, Oprah is a sellout, and this is like, this is a household name, man.
Oh yeah,
the household name.
Hey man, we got one viewer in the chat, man. Appreciate you for checking in, man. Love you.
What's up? What's up?
But back to what you were just saying about that, G. You know what I'm saying? Sweeping it under the rug. That takes me back to the topic at hand today. You know what I'm saying? A lot of our older generation believes in just sweeping shit under the rug.
Black people known for that.
You know, and that's not something. But again, that's something that we've had to do over time. You can't go through life and, like I say, all the crazy shit I just named that we used to go through. You know what I'm saying? You can't go through life and not try to sweep that shit under the rug. That's hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's a hard life to have to bear. You know what I'm saying? And you're not getting no help, and you gotta still go out to the field the next day and go on, like you gotta clean.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All this, like, that's a lot. You feel me? So that's another learned behavior like we be talking about, but at the same time we gotta get out of that shit. You know what I'm saying? We as the people, we gotta understand, we gotta deal with our trauma to get past our trauma. Again, knowing your past to get to your future.
Right.
You know
Slavery lasted 378 years, right? It started
years.
in the
shit, not really, because you still had Jim Crow and
yeah, I'm about to get to that. So 378 years, because I know it's not 400 years. I looked it up. It was like 16, 18, something like that. But segregation, you know, was only about like 69 years ago. So we're talking about stuff that's been embedded into black people's DNA
from the time that we've been here. And I ain't even gonna say since we've been here, because those who really know our history know we've been here. You know what I'm saying?
We're the original humans.
You
Look it up.
me?
We are the original humans.
But our people that were here as well were also, you know what I'm saying, broken what they knew. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
let me just say this to the one viewer: we are the original humans, bro. White people are, what are they, babe? They're no, they're not mammals. They're hybrids. They are hybrids. We are the original humans. You remember like a while ago when scientists was trying to say that, oh, we originated from fucking monkeys? I ain't come from no fucking monkey.
Yeah, no. They told you the truth. They originated from monkeys.
Right.
With them thin ass lips. Who lips look? We ain't got no thin lips.
Come on, bro.
We ain't got no thin lips. So I don't know who the hell they was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't come from no motherfucking monkey.
I didn't come from no monkeys. You know what I'm saying? I do call myself a bitch. Really? You know what I'm saying? That's just because of niggas. You know, like that's just because, you know what I'm saying, the kind of demeanor I got, king of the jungle type shit. But that ain't got nothing to do with my DNA. You know what I'm saying?
Real nigga shit.
You feel me? Like just keeping it a whole bean. Like, so, like I say, no, they always give you the truth. They lie to you, but they always give you the truth, because they always put it in your face, because you can't ever say we ain't tell you. That's in the Bible. Cause it be, you know, don't quote me on scripture. I ain't, you know what I'm saying, the holiest, but I know that it does say, like, when you go to the Father, he gonna ask you, did you know? You know what I'm saying? Did you notice what you was doing? Did you know this? Did you know that? So they put it in our face, so we can't ever say we didn't know. You can say you did it, but you saw it. So if you saw it, therefore you knew. That's why y'all have to pay attention to subliminals and all that, because everything plays a factor in what's going on in our face. You feel me? Everything.
And let me say this, not to disrespect nobody's religion by any means, you feel me? But religion is only 4,000 years old. The Earth is what? a couple billion or a couple trillion years old, and a while ago they found the world's oldest person, quote unquote, the oldest person's corpse, and it was said to be like a couple million years old. So you telling me if religion is 4,000 years old, what were people practicing before then? Like, I feel like religion is is something that they just use to really keep black people like controlled, and not like.
I feel like they realize how people would always need something to believe in.
And never put your belief into man. That's what I was taught. Never put your belief into man.
I feel like they realize that people would always need something to believe in, because from the beginning of time, there's always been people who, you know, have struggled, have been the bottom of the totem pole, about, you know what I'm saying? We've always had that from the beginning of time. So it's like people always realize, and the thing about it is like how they try to tell us we're the most advanced. Now, people was way smarter than us back in the day. Like how you was just saying, G, with religion, before religion was practiced, spirituality was practiced. You know what I'm saying? I seen something the other day that was speaking of,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I see something the other day that was speaking on how it was saying the earth is it was saying that, you know what I'm saying, things going on with nature, they think the earth is alive. I'm like, how did you not know that? I know, but I'm like, how did you not know? How does something grow from the ground and the damn earth don't be alive? You know what I'm saying?
Real shit, bro.
Like that, like it's impossible for us to even sustain life if the earth wasn't alive. So it's like you just said, what was practiced before that? Spirituality, being in touch with yourself, being in touch with nature, being in touch with what God put forth to us to be connected with. You know what I'm saying? But like you know, but just people, like I said, people always needed something to believe in, and some people get disconnected from that spirituality. So I feel like people knew, that they can't get it from somewhere, we can be the ones to give it to them, and they'll follow us. People as a race, we're very manipulative. You know what I'm saying?
Like
very. So and we're very, like I said, we're very smart, and we were smarter back then. So people understood that you can manipulate people. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what I'm discovering as well, Cam, not to cut you off? Like Atlantis, the lost city of Atlantis, that shit was all real. And people think that Atlantis, like how Disney makes it out to seem like a euphoric place. No, it was not a euphoric place.
It was just a place.
Yes. It was advanced, very much advanced. Like they were hovering, they had hovercrafts, they was doing all sorts of shit, healing themselves with stones and crystals, you know, all
Speaking
that
with
stuff.
Animals.
Yes,
that's why they don't let us get in touch with dolphins.
Right. And I'm not even gonna touch on dolphins, but back to what I was saying. Right, back to what I was saying. Like Atlantis was a real place, and hence the Bermuda Triangle. Why it's such a huge force and has such a huge frequency. But they had their issues too. And right now, what I feel like we're transitioning into, we're coming from an age of war, and we're leaving that masculine age, and we're going into like a real feminine, kind of like a balanced age of like.
I feel like we're going into a stage of enlightenment. I feel like we're going into a stage of enlightenment, because I feel like this is one thing about the truth is coming out. I've always said the things that they've tried to use to, you know, it has built society to their gain and things like that. But what someone also uses, what they say, the same thing that make you laugh, make you cry. What they've tried to use to our detriment is also being used to their demise. You know what I'm saying? Because you using all this shit to try to destroy us, but look what it's doing. It's giving out the information. It's giving out, you know what I'm saying? It's making information more accessible. Information is the ruler of everything, and motherfuckers don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because what's the difference between a poor man and a rich man? Information.
Knowledge.
You feel me? Information. So if we just had the information, we would be so much better. Oh, I think I'm supposed to do that quietly. My bad, Tay.
My bad, Tay.
It said do it quietly. I came through spraying. My bad. I came through spraying. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like I say, it's just knowledge, man. Like, knowledge of everything. Knowledge of self, knowledge of people, knowledge as a whole, man. Just, and like I said, I know we kind of got off topic just now. You know what I'm saying? But we just always trying to preach, you know what I'm saying, getting better. That's what this show is about, man. Preaching, getting better, doing better.
We was done with our topics anyway. We set 4 topics aside, and I feel like we hit all 4. Just the last one we kind of branched off like a motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? We just made sure we kept the show going. You know what I'm saying?
One thing we're gonna try to do on this podcast, on this show, is really provide knowledge for our people, and just not for everybody else. You feel me? For everybody else, we want to provide knowledge, not just for our people, for anybody,
man. For anybody.
Right. Right, and if you don't like this, if you don't like this talking, or if you're tired of us talking, then you don't have to fucking tune in. It's that easy.
You know what I'm saying? You can escort yourself to the left. You know what I'm saying? But you can still subscribe and like. You can even dislike, because that might push me out further, hating that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. But hey, you know what I'm saying?
But it's all love. It's all love.
It's all love on this end. You feel me? We always gonna get up. We gonna do what we need to do, and God gonna always tell us what we need to do.
Are y'all robbing somebody right now?
Man, we over here taking these niggas shit, G. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got anything else for the people, Cam?
I ain't got nothing else for the people, man. I just want to say this, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. The one viewer in the chat, man. If you can, leave me a little comment real quick. Let us know you're here, man. We appreciate you for tuning in.
Oh, you know wait. Let me drop my social media and stuff. Like, my social media is... My Instagram is Giorvania Ler, so it's GIORVANIA LER. Y'all can follow me. Don't hesitate to reach out and drop topics that you would like us to discuss. Like, it's open. It's open. Whatever you want us to discuss, we gonna talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? Anything that comes up, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever, man. Like you said, ain't nothing off limits in this show, man. We're doing this to try to better ourselves, better our people, better everybody. So we can't leave nothing off limits. We gotta talk about everything, you know what I'm saying? Leave nothing to waste. The only question is a dumb question is the one that ain't asked. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
You feel me? So we're gonna go ahead and end this thing, man. Oh, since D wanna plug in her tag, you know what I'm saying? Say Big Cam on everything. You feel me? Go ahead and follow that boy up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no 1K follow. I think I got like 1K followers. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get that boy his followers up. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get this popping. You know what I'm saying? So, G, anything else before we leave out with the people?
Nah, I love y'all. Y'all have a great day, man.
Y'all have a great night, man. Great rest of y'all week, man. We're going to check in with y'all tomorrow for another tune in. You know what I'm saying? For another episode of the Just Shooting Shit podcast. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all again for tuning in tonight, man. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We're going to catch y'all on the rebound, man. Y'all stay safe.